Hello everyone, Belfast Historical Society Vice President Josh Cole here, and today we are talking about Ed Atherton, an adopted son of Belfast. Ed Atherton was born in Woodbine, Iowa. He came to Belfast with his parents when he was 9 years old. While attending Belfast Academy, he became interested in athletics. He later, along with others, became a protege of William Muldoon. At the time, Muldoon was developing his training methods at his home in Belfast, which he would later use to great effect in training John L. Sullivan for his battle with Jake Kilrain. But before the Sullivan era, Muldoon trained Atherton, and Ed became the champion middleweight Greco-Roman wrestler. He held the title for 14 years. In the late 80s, while still a teenager, Atherton toured both the western states and the southern states with Muldoon and other young wrestlers. He challenged and wrestled all comers on these trips. He acted as a special U.S. deputy marshal. When touring the South, he took part in some sensational moonshine raids in the Blue Ridge Mountains. Ed Atherton earned a reputation as fair, scientific, and clean athlete. His touring with Muldoon was ample evidence of his sportsmanship. Muldoon was a man of principle, and both of them worked to assure the sport was honest and clean. Atherton was wrestling instructor of Company 1 of Warren, PA in 1892 when he was 19. During the First World War, he was instructor of physical culture in Newport State Armories and a member of Company A of the New York State Guard. He also served 2 years as Pennsylvania Railroad detective and acted as special officer at the Pan America Exposition held in Buffalo in 1901. For a quarter of a century, Ed Atherton lived in Angelica, raising a family, and for part of that time was deputy sheriff. He ran unsuccessfully for sheriff in 1929. At some time while living in Angelica, he and his wife Margaret ran the American Hotel, and she and a daughter were pioneer Angelica antique dealers. After Margaret's death, he apparently lived in Friendship and worked for the Friendship Hotel. Edward Atherton died at the age of 74, having brought wrestling honors of the nation to Allegheny County, a champion wrestler, a sports promoter, a U.S. Marshal, a railroad detective, a deputy sheriff, a hoteler. He died on June 28, 1947, in Cuba Memorial Hospital. His funeral services were held in the Sullivan Funeral Home, and he was buried in Riverside Cemetery. A local boy returned to his hometown soil.